Ladies and gentlemen, happy New Year's Eve. Yes, New Year's Eve. Get the glow sticks out, get the party, whatever you call these. It's New Year's Eve, and what are you doing? You're watching American football content, because of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Chris decorating the table. Today we have something special. Last week we had Will Allen on Christmas Eve, but now it's time to turn into the new year the only way we know how, and that's getting huge names onto this show. A name that all Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans will know, Pittsburgh Steelers fans will know, Cal Golden Bears fans will know. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the man, the sideline to sideline shark in the middle of the field, Mr. Hardy Nickerson Senior. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. That's quite an introduction right there.
Yeah, we kind of go high energy. We bring the energy. And I can already see the number 47 Nickerson Cal Bears jersey in the background. Oh, there it is. Is that a game worn?
Yeah, it was a game worn jersey, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's got all the marks, the blood, the sweat, and the tears.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of, scarring in the number and everything.
Love it.
Game worn.
So when you're playing at Cal, did they still have, because I've been to the Cal Stadium, did they have, what's the mound that they the fans watch?
Cheapskate Hill.
Cheapskate Hill.
Or Tightwad Hill.
Tightwad Hill. Yeah. Did they have that when you were playing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even though they renovated the stadium now and did some stuff. They did that about I want to say about 6 or 7 years ago. The hill is still there, and fans still go up there and take in the games for free.
Yeah, because I was my friend took me around. He was actually at Cal, and he said when they renovated the stadium, they didn't want to get rid of Tightwad Hill because it's an iconic Cal Golden Bears piece of the stadium.
That's it's a landmark there.
Hardy Nickerson, Cal Golden Bear. You're looking at going to the NFL. Who are the linebackers that you're like, I want to be like him?
You know what? Growing up, I wanted to be just like Jack Lambert.
Toothy 58 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh yeah. And then when I got into high school, I started watching a little bit of Lawrence Taylor. So I was like, man.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I really like the number, 56. But so those are two of the linebackers that I really admired, that I really kind of wanted to be like when I was younger.
And when you were making your way in Cal, you led the team in tackles from 83 and 85, I believe.
So 83 was my freshman year, from 80, 84, 85, 86.
Sophomore, junior, senior, leading the team.
I had like 500 tackles.
And 500 tackles, why not? Throw that on there, sure.
I went to the combine. I thought I did pretty good. And then draft day came around, and I was chosen by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 5th round of the draft.
That must have been great for you, idolizing Jack Lambert growing up. That would have been like, oh, that's where I want to go.
Oh man, I was in football heaven. I mean, shoot, Chuck Noll called. He was like, "Hello, Hardy." I was like, I don't think I said anything for 20 seconds. It's just, are you there? And when I got to the Steelers facility, you see the Super Bowl trophies, and then got a chance. One of the first people I met there was Mean Joe Green.
Oh, chilling.
They wheel him out every time they have a new draft pick. They just sit him in the lobby.
Well, Mean Joe, ironically, was coaching the defensive line at the time. And so I get to meet him, and I was just amazed. Of course, he was also a big-time player, one of my favorite players. And so when I shook his hand, I was amazed at how big his hand was. It was like my hand just disappeared in his. It's like he I was like, "How you doing, Mr. Green?"
So there's no rookie hazing or anything like that?
Nah, the only rookie hazing I got had to buy breakfast 2 times a week. Yeah, so the guys had these crazy, David Little wanted McDonald's pancake breakfast with eggs, and he wanted his hash browns on the side. He wanted a hot cup of coffee. Robin Cole wanted I think he might have wanted a egg McMuffin without the egg, and so I had to take all these little orders, and so, but it was crazy. But that was the hazing. That was the most hazing that I got as a rookie.
When was the last time you genuinely thought about David Little's breakfast? I bet you didn't think I was going to ask you about that, did you? Is your game always been see running back, tackle running back?
Seek and destroy.
Yeah. See ball, get ball. It was all. That's what that was all about. You know, when people expect you to slow down or wear down, I just had it in my mind that I was never gonna wear down. I was never gonna slow down. I was gonna keep flying to the ball, just being relentless and hit and tackle anything that had the ball or in the way of the ball.
If you had the ball, you're getting smashed by Hardy Nickerson, basically.
That being said, and I mean the stats prove it, were there ever any running backs that you'd be like, oh, okay, this day's going to be a big one?
When I was in Pittsburgh, our rival was the Cleveland Browns. They hated us, and we played them in the old Browns stadium where the dog pound was truly a dog pound.
Before they became the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah, if you were down on that end of the field, they were throwing dog biscuits and batteries and everything else at you.
Slight step up from dog biscuits, batteries, darts.
Just below knives and guns.
Yeah.
So they had a running back. His name was Kevin Mack. And Kevin Mack was this big dude. I mean, he was, oh man, huge shoulder pads. He was a very good back, and he had some agility to him. But his main thing was he was just gonna run over everybody that got in his way. Well, anyway, this dude was such a terror on us. He announced his retirement when we were in training camp. I want to say my second to last year in Pittsburgh, and when we heard about it, we were like, yeah!
On the other side of the coin, was there anyone where you were like, when they came up on the schedule, you were like, okay, I've got his number?
Yeah, there were quite a few guys up there.
Yeah, because it's Hardy Nickerson, of course.
Everybody but Barry Sanders.
Oh, look at the move he puts on 47, John Lynch. Anthony Parker looks like Eugene Parker Jr. Ghostbusters can't get him. 80 yards, Barry Sanders.
That's so funny because we could interview so many other running backs from the same era. It's like, were there any middle linebackers that you really didn't like?
Yeah, I'm not running towards Hardy Nickerson. I'm seeing where 56s and running the other way.
El Dragon, Seek and Destroy. Yeah, no thanks. Sorry, coach, I'm feeling a bit of gammy on the old hammy this week.
You obviously had a great time in Pittsburgh. I think it's the character that you are. You were a vocal leader. You're a positive influence on the locker room. But because of the scheme, you felt like, it's time for me to get out. It's good. I can get out of this system. Why Tampa Bay? Did you know how bad they were?
You know what? I asked no, I'm just kidding.
The exact stat is 10 years of double-digit loss seasons.
Oh, yeah. So I become this free agent. At the time, I really wanted to be a Raider. And then I figured I'd take a few more trips and I'd make a decision where I was going to go play. And so I went to Tampa. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I didn't know. And when I got there, I was like, man, Tampa is pretty cool. You know, the fans were welcoming. Sam Weiss was a coach at that time, and his assistant coach had been in Pittsburgh. His name was George Stewart, and I had a really good relationship with him. For example, when I flew in, Sam Weiss met me at the gate. I flew in, it was probably about midnight. Fans were there. Felt like, man, this would be a great place for me to play. And so I chose to sign with Tampa Bay.
So your career best in Pittsburgh, 114 tackles in a season. First season in Tampa, 214, 214 tackles in a season, which is still a team record. What was the difference? Apart from the scheme fit, was there anything else where you thought, I'm, turning into the player I want to be?
I was a little motivated to really go into Tampa and make a name for myself. So I was just determined to make every play that there was to make. I wanted to make every tackle that I could.
I think it speaks to your testament and character, because obviously the Bucs, we were the yucks pretty much until you turned up, sir.
Hardy Nickerson, defense, Hardy's boys, that's us.
Sam Weiss brought you in, and suddenly the whole culture changes. We're not losers anymore. Someone, whoever it is in the locker room, is saying we can do this. We try hard and we play good football.
Hold ourselves accountable.
And we win games.
Against the Bears, the Buck defensive charge was led by linebacker Hardy Nickerson.
Oh, absolutely. When I got there, I was like, I want to win.
If you get him first or I get him first, stand him up. Yeah, he'll drop the ball, baby. He will put it on the ground.
Forget everything else. It's not about being average or anything like that. I want to win. And, some of the guys that had been there, they were just kind of, complacent. For me, I was like, man, let's go. If that means we got to spend extra time in the weight room, let's do it. And when we're in there, let's compete. Let's see if I'm going to challenge you every time I set foot on the field.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! 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 I can't wait to get back out there and give me another piece. Blow somebody else up. Oh, baby. I cannot wait to get back out there. Move! Black! 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 Boy, I'm killing you all day long. I'm killing you. I'm killing you. Big softy.
And it's that attitude that brought the Buccaneers around. So in 1995, who do we draft? The best draft of all time, Mr. Derek Brooks, Mr. Warren Sapp over there. And they drafted them, I would say, to compliment you, because you're in the middle, you're sort of quarterbacking this defense, going sideline to sideline. And they're bringing in these new guys, and they're all sort of learning around you.
But yeah, it was all about, man, let's really get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's be one of the best defenses ever. Let's really put Tampa Bay on the map.
And you did. You really, really did. It's just unfortunate that, you know, in 1999, you and that Bucs defense went its separate ways. Like, did you want to leave in 99?
I didn't want to leave. But you know, when you get a little old, you know, people start thinking that you're gonna break down, or you know, ironically, 99 was one of my best years. So when it came time to renegotiate, you know, it just made more sense for me to look at my options. And so my agent and I talked about it, and it was the best thing for us.
It was the defense that was built around you. It was the players that you not taught to play the game, but like, this is how we do it in Tampa. We take more notes than each other, we lift more than each other, and we're going to win games.
And then they carried it. They carried it all the way to their success in the Super Bowl. When you're watching that, do you think this is because of me that they've got in here? This defense I helped shape. I have a hand in it. Or do you think, damn it!
Why did I leave? Why did I go to Jacksonville?
Serious question, Hardy. This is a very serious show.
I probably played a big piece in them getting to Super Bowl.
A little bit more than a big piece, but yeah.
I was a little like, dang it, why didn't we have that offensive firepower when we were there?
Yeah, you know? Exactly, yeah.
We were winning games with just defense. If we had some offense, who knows? We might have
You'd have won it. There'd been a Buccaneers dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a dynasty.
So he goes right through Middleton, goes right through that double team.
3rd and 18, and this is going to write a finish. Derek Brooks, who ran back 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the regular season, does it to cement the Super Bowl.
Was there any part of you that, when you did choose Tampa Bay, how much of it was for the creamsicle to get to wear the orange jersey?
Somehow, that orange, man, it just looked great on me. And I was like, man, this okay.
It looked great on everyone, Hardy.
Yeah, not just you, Hardy. It looked great on absolutely everyone.
One of the 2 greatest colorways in NFL history.
If we're talking about you in the creamsicle, have you got your phone on you?
No, it looked great on me.
Have you got your...
Not the question, but yeah.
You have my phone on me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've sent you a video into your Instagram DMs. I want you to watch it now and just react to it.
Okay.
It's from like a mid-1990s VHS of the Buccaneers.
Uh-oh. Okay.
But when it comes to linebackers in Tampa Bay,
Brett Favre
and Culpepper's rear end, yes.
Dorsey Levens, yeah.
Yes, I hit that and just tell me what you see.
I see myself.
He's great in the locker room. He's great on the field. He's got great work habits. Hardy Nickerson, he means a lot to this football team.
Oh no! We're going to sink their battleship!
no one can sink offenses like Nickerson, who for the 3rd straight year led the team in tackles. Nickerson is one of the NFL's most versatile defenders, equally adept at stopping the run, rushing the passer, and causing turnovers. And he's a team leader as well, lighting a fire under his teammates and igniting the crowd.
Man, you guys got me fired up, man.
Yeah, I can see it.
I haven't seen that in I don't know how long.
Now, I've worked very hard and stayed up very late at night trying to find some of your best plays. I want you to talk us through some of them.
Yeah, I remember vividly the next play against Carolina Panthers. They had run a receiver to try to pick me to keep me from getting to my coverage. So I was a little bit behind him, and the quarterback threw the ball in the flat. The running back he had the ball up high.
Why is he holding it up there?
Why tackle him? I'll just knock the ball out of his hand. Against the Buffalo Bills, boom, running the ball again. The running back tried to cut back, and when he did, I was right there to meet him and punch the ball out. That was a huge turnover.
It hasn't even definitely been. The play hasn't ended. You've already stood up.
Arms in the air.
Arms in the air.
Yeah, that's ours.
Melee going on around your feet.
You're just walking around the field.
I've done what I need to do.
Watch Hardy Nickerson, the $1 million man for this Buccaneers defense, making the big hit on Turner. And that man, Hardy Nickerson, gives it to them.
Led the Steelers with 114 tackles, and they are fired up.
And then the next play is against the Kansas City Chiefs. We're playing them at home. This was in 1999, and they were driving down the field. And at that point, Elvis Grbac was targeting Tony Gonzalez, and Tony was catching everything that day. The very end of the game, might have been like 10 seconds left. They're driving down the field. They need a touchdown to win. He tries to throw to Tony Gonzalez one last time, and we're in the faint Tampa cover 2, and I'm in the middle of the field, and I see the ball being thrown, and I go and whoop.
Hardy Nickerson is there to pick it off.
And then the last one against the Denver Broncos, we're playing them the year after they won the Super Bowl, and quarterback throws it out there, and he didn't see me. Or maybe he didn't think I was gonna react as quick. So when I saw the ball in there, I went after it, boom. Thought it took off. The only thing is, Ed McCaffrey ran me down.
Too easy for Easy Ed.
I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be a touchdown, and then all of a sudden he shows up.
You already had your arms in the air at the end of every single play.
Oh yeah. Those are fun plays, man. Those are great times. Wow.
So in your time at the Buccaneers, it's actually a struggle to find a clip like that, which I don't think is very fair, because you sort of flew under the radar as the glue that held this incredible defense together. Derek Brooks has the sacks, Warren Sapp has the sacks, and they've got the accolades and all that sort of stuff. How do you feel about that? Not being in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Ring of Honor, for example.
That's a joke.
Which is a joke. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, we touched the nerve. We touched the nerve there. But right, we hit the nail on the head, yeah?
Yeah, you did, man. You did. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not in the Ring of Honor. Who knows, man? I know every day I'm getting more and more gray. So I do feel like I made major contributions to that franchise, and the contributions that I feel like I made to the franchise, you can't measure it with tackles, with sacks, with all that.
It's what you were talking about. It's the culture change that we so badly needed.
I mean,
you in the locker room challenging people to do their job.
Everybody that came there after me, Brooks was drafted there. Sapp was drafted there. Lynch was drafted there. I chose to go there.
When it was rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't. No one said with this pick you have to go there. I flew in there and chose to go to Tampa Bay,
which should get you in the Ring of Honor on its own.
It's an incredible feat of bravery.
Very few have done this.
That's case closed right there.
And there was no Hardy Nickerson there when you chose to go there.
No.
That's the point that I'm sort of trying to hammer home, is that it's the culture change. It's the stuff that you don't see on the stat sheet that is imperative. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers, get this man on the stadium now. And you, Canton.
And I mean, I'm good you feel like we're on the same team here, Hardy. Good. Imagine if you just been like, nah, I don't really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I wasn't that good.
It wasn't really. I was all right.
That's the only thing on my mind is getting to the playoffs and showing this league and the rest of the teams around here and the fans and the community that this team is a great football team, and we're on the rise, and being a contender next year is only going to be the first step for this team, for this city, and for this organization.
In this game, me and Chris will take it in turns to tell you a joke, and whoever makes you laugh the most wins. And the name of the game is Hardy Ha Ha!
Okay, Hardy, honestly, we thought you'd be much less jovial and fun than you are.
Yeah, from the highlights, you look very scary.
We thought you'd be like terrifying and very serious. And so we invented this game to basically try and get you to laugh. But it seems like you're going to laugh at literally anything we say. Do not let these laughs get out of your mouth.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, who go first?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Chris, please.
Okay, joke number 1.
Can we have some tense music, please, for Hardy Ha Ha? Game face on, Hardy Nickerson.
Okay. Hardy Nickerson. What do receivers eat before a game? Nothing. They fast.
Nothing.
He wanted to.
He wanted to go.
Oh,
No point.
all right, fine. Okay, you passed. Damn it.
Try this on for size, sir. A horse walks into a bar. Barman says, hey. Horse says, yes, please. Okay, 0-0.
Okay, right, my next one. Did you hear about the depressed ghost, Harvey? He was going through some things. Yes! No, that's a laugh!
Okay, that's one.
Come on!
You're okay.
1-0. Chris on Hardy Ha Ha.
Okay, next question, next joke. I got an email from Google Earth telling me they could read maps backwards. I thought that's just spam. It's just painful.
No,
it's so painful.
That was painful.
It's like disappointing your dad live.
Now I'm going to go for 2-0.
Okay.
I think this is my favourite.
All right.
Hardy, what's Beethoven's favourite fruit? Banana. Banana. Something sneaked out. Yes!
Something sneaked out. Okay, well, you've won this game. Ladies and gentlemen, yours doesn't work. It's New Year's Eve. Thank you for spending with us, and thank you so much, Hardy Nickerson, for joining us. Really appreciate
100%
it.
Ledge.
And bearing with the stupidity and also Hardy Ha Ha. But we appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you in the new year. It will not be as bad as 2020. 2021 is going to be like a Hardy Nickerson sack, coming at you hard, fast, and super underrated. Get this man in the Ring of Honor and Hall of Fame.
And Hall of Fame, thank you. Yeah, exactly.
See you later.